Welcome to a brief introduction to the Guide for Industrial Symbiosis Facilitators. My name is Malene Køster-Læstheim. I'm from the consultancy Transition, and we've developed this guide. It's developed for Kalundborg Symbiosis as part of the Baltic Industrial Symbiosis project, which was funded by Interreg Baltic Sea region. Now, first of all, what is an industrial symbiosis? In the traditional situation, production companies get resources in and create products, and in that process, they also create waste. If this waste becomes a resource in another company, you have an industrial symbiosis. As such, an industrial symbiosis is a collaboration between companies about turning waste into valuable resources. It could also be more than two companies collaborating together about resources, and no matter if it's two or more, they together form an industrial symbiosis network. And to ensure the drive and the creation of new symbiotic exchanges among companies in the network, it's often facilitated by a facilitator. And that's the exact focus of this guide, which is created for current and future industrial symbiosis facilitators. The guide is divided into 4 parts that follow starting, managing, and scaling an industrial symbiosis facilitating organization, and how to create symbiotic exchanges between companies and also keep them motivated in the network. And throughout the guide, we provide inspiration and best practices from other industrial symbiosis facilitators throughout the Baltic region. Now, the first part of the guide goes through the idea of creating a symbiosis. Since most of the aspiring industrial symbiosis facilitators that get the idea of starting a local industrial symbiosis are already employed in other organizations, they often need to find the arguments to get the internal support to spend the necessary time and resources to put the idea into reality. And this part offers guidance for where to look for those arguments and how to use them to get the support. When the necessary support has been given to establish an organization that develops and facilitates industrial symbiosis, the next part goes through establishing such an organization. When you do that, it's important to consider what role and purpose an organizational setup, strategy, and also what kind of funding the facilitating organization should have when you start out. And this is what's elaborated on in this part. Part 3 goes through the creation of the symbiotic exchanges among the companies. So this is when the industrial symbioses are created. And this part elaborates on the facilitator's role in identifying ideas and resources in individual companies, getting them together and screening the resources, matchmaking them, and supporting the implementation of the industrial symbiosis and the collaboration among the companies. Part 4 goes through how to ensure consistent drive in the network among the companies. So to ensure consistent drive, the facilitator must help build a strong culture in the network. And this is done by building a common story, ensuring successful collaborations, creating a shared vision, and communicate on the results and engage in external partnerships. And this strong culture will ensure continuous drive in the network. As I mentioned, the guide consists of different cases from the Baltic region. These can be seen here. We have 7 different industrial symbiosis facilitators that have contributed with their knowledge and experience to the guide. To get the full guide for free, you can find it on this website. We hope that you'll find it inspiring and useful for developing new local industrial symbiosis. Thank you.